Today we're going to do the next lesson in polynomials, which is basically combining like terms and then listing them in order from greatest to least degree, okay? So today we're going to combine them by adding and subtracting. So the reason I told you to get highlighters out is you're going to highlight the like terms. So remember that x's can only be combined with, but x's cannot be combined with x squareds. Do y'all understand that? Okay? If it says x squared y, then it can only be combined with an x squared y. Okay? So this 2x cubed can be combined with this x cubed. Now, why did I highlight the sign in front? Because it tells me if I'm going to add or subtract. It tells me the value of that term. Okay? All right, the next one I'm going to highlight is the x squared over here and the x squared over here. The next one I'm going to highlight is the x, and there is nothing over here to highlight with it, so it's going to get its own color. And the last one I'm going to highlight is the number by itself, and it's not going to be combined with anything either. Now, which one will I start with?
Orange.
Why? Because it is the largest degree. Remember that we're going to order these from largest degree to smallest degree. All right, what is 2x cubed plus x cubed? What coefficient is in front of this?
1.
All right, what is 2x cubed plus 1x cubed? 3x cubed. And then if you want, you can mark out that you did it, because you're not always going to go in order. Again, you're going to go from biggest degree to smallest degree. What's the next one that has the biggest degree? The yellow. So I'm going to do negative 5x squared plus, what is the coefficient here? 1x squared, which is negative 4x squared. And I'm going to mark out that I did it. Now, these two cannot be combined with anything, but which one would I write first based on degree? So minus x. If I put plus x, I miss the whole problem. And minus 1. And that is all you're going to do. You cannot simplify that anymore.
It's fine.
That's it. Super easy, yes? All right, let's go do the next one. I'm going to highlight this x squared orange, and I'm going to highlight this x squared orange. And then I'm going to do this x blue, but there's nothing to combine it with over here. And then I'm going to do the x cubed with the x cubed. And then I'm going to do the number, its own color, and there's nothing to combine it with. Again, I'm going to go from largest degree to smallest degree. Which one of my colors is the largest degree? Green, x cubed. So I'm combining negative 1x cubed plus 1x cubed. What am I left with?
0.
0x cubed. So I have none. Do I even write it?
No.
So I'm just going to mark out that I handled it. I'm now going to do the x squared. So I have negative 2 plus 3. 1x squared. Do I need to write the coefficient 1? I can just write x squared and mark out that I did it. Now I'm going to do which one of these based on degree?
3x.
So plus 3x and then minus 12. Easy?
Yes.
Now the next way I'm going to show you is by stacking them. Now it's already stacked for you. You still have to be careful that the terms are alike, because sometimes they'll stack them and the terms aren't alike. So be mindful of that. Okay, so this I'm just combining and I'm just stacking them going down. What is 3x squared plus 1x squared? 4x squared. What is 1x plus 4x? So plus 5x. And what is negative 6 plus 10? 4. And then I'm done. And go ahead and make sure you check those degrees that they're listed greatest to least. Okay, let's look at this one. Do you notice that the x cubes are together, the squareds are together, but these should not be together?
Yes.
So be mindful that you're not combining those, that you're just writing them out, okay? All right, what is 4x cubed plus 1x cubed?
5x cubed.
So 5x cubed. What is 2 minus 3? negative 1x squared. If you don't put the 1, that's fine, but it has to have the negative. So negative x squared. Now, I cannot combine these, even though they're stacked. Which one would I write first? So plus x minus 4. Good? Any questions? All right, moving to this one. These are stacked, but they're not really stacked correctly, but you could leave them how you want. You can do whatever you want. You could come out and rewrite it over here. Basically, it's up to you. So personally speaking, you can either use highlighters, but if you want to stack them, then just rewrite it. 4x cubed plus 3x squared plus 2x plus 7. X cubed is going to go here plus nothing plus 4x minus 3. So I just put this here to hold that spot there, so nothing to combine it with. Yes? All right, 4x cubed plus x cubed is 5x cubed. This one has nothing to combine it with, so I just write it. Plus 6x and plus 4. Yes? Questions, comments? All right, now we're going to go to subtraction. These are the ones people usually miss because they forget to look in the middle to see what's going on. Do y'all see that subtraction sign?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Subtract everything.
Subtract everything in the... So what do I have to do? I have to distribute the subtraction sign because I'm basically subtracting negative. Yes? I'm subtracting positive and I'm subtracting positive. So what you're going to do is you're going to write this down. You're going to change the subtraction to addition and distribute, I can't spell, the negative sign to everything in the right side parentheses. Do not distribute it to the left. That negative, y'all agree, this does not belong to this, right? It belongs to all of this. So the right side parentheses. And you don't have to spell out parentheses, just put it. Okay, so we're going to go change this to addition. This is going to change from a negative to a positive. This is going to change to a negative, and this is going to change to a negative. Then, now, when you're on your assignment, you're going to decide, do I want to stack them or do I want to highlight? For right now, I'm going to highlight. The 4n squared is going to be combined with the other n squared. The negative 5 is going to be combined with the negative 4. And the negative 2n is all by itself. Okay. Which one do I have to write first? The n squared. So 4n squared plus 2n squared is 6n squared. And I'm going to mark out that I did it. And then I'm going to do this one. It has nothing to combine with, but I'm just going to write it, minus 2n. And then negative 5 plus negative 4 is negative 9. Okay, flip to the back. What do I have to do first on this problem? Distribute the negative. Change it to a plus, and then distribute the negative to everything in the parentheses. We're going to do this one the highlighter method, and then the next one we're going to do it the stacking method, and then you'll decide how you like to do it on your own. Okay? So I'm going to highlight c squared and combine it with this c squared. I'm going to make sure that I highlight that's a negative. This negative 8 is going to be combined with this negative 1. And this 4c is all by itself. All right, what is 2c squared minus 3c squared? Negative 1c squared. What if I just write negative c squared? It's the same thing. Good. Mark it out. What has to be written next? So plus 4c. If you put minus 4c, it's wrong because you had to change it, yes? Now I'm going to do negative 8 plus negative 1, which is negative 9. All right, look at the next one. What am I going to take care of first? So I'm going to change, 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 change. It doesn't work if you forget to change something. Now for this one, we're going to stack them just for practice so that y'all can decide which way you like to do it. Okay, I'm going to stack 5y squared. Actually, I'm just going to write this whole side. Plus 2y minus 4. And then I'm going to write these under the ones I would combine them with. So positive y squared minus 4y plus 3. Okay, 5y squared plus 1y squared is 6y squared. 2 minus 4 is negative 2y, and negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. Then you decide on the assignment today which way you like to do it better, highlighters or stacking. It's totally up to you. Okay? Go to the word problem. We're going to do 2 parts of this word problem. It says, write a polynomial. That right there tells me I'm not going to get a normal answer. My answer is going to look something like that. It's going to be a polynomial. Make sense? Okay, they want us to find the perimeter, and then I also want y'all to find the area of this rectangle. They said the length is 3x. The width is 2x plus 1. We're going to find the perimeter, and we're going to find the area. How do you find the perimeter of a rectangle? Length plus width plus length plus width. Isn't that 2 times length plus 2 times width?
Yes.
Does it matter if you do it either way? Yep. All right, so perimeter equals, if you want to write length plus width, or you want to write 2L plus 2W, it's the same thing. And yes, these types of questions just like this are on your EOC. Okay, so you need to make sure you know those formulas like perimeter and area of basic shapes, because they do not give you those formulas. Okay? All right. 2 times length, so 2 times 3x, plus 2 times the width. Do I need to put this in parentheses if I'm multiplying it by 2? Yes, because I'm multiplying the whole thing by 2. So 2x plus 1. So what is 2 times 3x? 6x. How am I going to distribute this to? Do y'all remember? It's been a while, but we distribute it to everything in parentheses by multiplication. So I have plus 4x plus 2. Now, am I finished? Because I can combine like terms. So these 2 terms can be added together. 6x plus 4x is? So 10x plus 2 is equal to the perimeter of that rectangle. Now we're going to find the area. What is the formula for area of a rectangle? So write it down. Area equals length times width. So all I need to do is multiply these 2. Do you think they need parentheses?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to do 3x. I'm going to just put it in parentheses, and I'm going to multiply it by 2x plus 1. Isn't that just distributive property again? I'm going to distribute 3x to 2x, and I'm going to distribute 3x to 1. What is 3 times 2? 6. What is x times x? X squared. Plus, what's 3x times 1? 3x. Can I combine these 2? No. So that is my answer. That represents the area of the rectangle. Put your name when you get it. You're going to do the entire front side because there is no back. Okay? There are only 24 questions, and they're basically combining like terms. Super easy. Now, if you are the stacking person, you want to stack them, there's really not much room. I suggest you get a separate sheet of paper and just attach your work to the back when you turn it in. Yes? If you're a highlighter person, then that's all the work that I need to see is that you highlighted it. But I should see some type of work. Everybody understand? If I was you, I personally would go take care of the subtraction ones before I leave the classroom today. So like on number 2, what do I have to do right here? Change, change, change. You have to distribute the negative and change it to a plus sign. I would go take care of all of those. Yes? And then when you get to 23 and 24, don't overthink 23. It's super easy. And 24, you're going to work backwards. They gave you the perimeter, and they're asking for the missing side length. Well, you know that this plus this is going to equal this. So you're just looking for those missing pieces. Yes? Everybody good? All right, you may start.